Hello everyone, I'm Toshi, the producer of Dragon Ball Legends. I'm glad you've joined us today, and I say us because...
Nice to meet you everyone. My name is Yuka, and I will be assisting Toshi starting with this episode of reviews and stuff. Together, we hope to bring you even more fun and excitement as we share the latest news and reveal new characters coming to Dragon Ball Legends. We hope you watch all the way to the end. Now, let's get things started. First up, let's talk about the new tag Dragon Ball that was added last month. I hear that Dragon Ball parties are even shaking things up in PvP.
That is right. The addition of this new tag has brought new synergies to the game, especially with the new characters based on the Dragon Ball The Path to Power movie. These were a first for Legends. It's been quite a while since we featured Dragon Ball Saga characters, so we try to keep the current meta in mind as we balance the overall power of their parties. I feel like we did a pretty good job of making sure they could be competitive.
This is the first time Piccolo Jr. and Android 8 have joined Legends as playable characters, so there are exciting new additions too.
Quite a few characters from early on in Dragon Ball have yet to make it in-game, so I'm glad we had the chance to add a few more.
Just considering abilities, LL Goku Youth stands out as a real powerhouse. With an uncancelable buff that nullifies special cover changes when activating Rising Rush, Goku can launch an offense without having to worry about Goku and Frieza.
What's even more terrifying is using them together. And this Goku gets buffs every time you gain a Dragon Ball, which we thought was a very fitting ability, and we had fun implementing it.
I also love the power of Master Roshi's Kamehameha.
He's the one who created the technique after all. Master Roshi was strong enough to destroy the moon, so we had to make his Kamehameha suitably powerful.
Characters from Dragon Ball The Path to Power are also strong choices when making sagas from the movies parties.
Coincidentally, episode campaign Sagas from the Movies has been on since October 11th, so we hope you'll try them in parties together with the upcoming characters too.
Oh yeah,
that sounds
100%.
like a great reason
100%.
to be excited for today's character reveals.
But first, let's start off with some Legends
Yo, I could put the
update
haircut
info.
on the line.
We have loads of information to share about the updates we have planned for November, starting with
Introducing of in-game backgrounds.
new items that let you change the in-game background are coming to Legends. You'll be able to change the in-game background starting with the next update.
Changing the background makes each character stand out in new ways, and if you pick a different background than the usual one, it will give Legends a whole new feel as you play.
You're absolutely right. Try out all the different backgrounds and see what works best with your favorite characters. Now, here's our next topic.
Sort titles by order received.
You'll soon be able to sort your titles based on the order you received them.
If you've ever
That's
tried
that's
to set
okay
a
for a
specific
small update. That's
title
pretty good.
and just couldn't
Like for
find
like
it,
little
no
small
matter how
stuff.
hard
That's
you
good. That's
look,
good.
then this is the update for you.
It should make it a whole lot easier to find titles, so we hope it serves you well. Next up,
Godly tiers, guild
a new
ranking.
tier will be added to the guild rankings, Godly.
Gold has been the highest up until this point, but now you'll be able to go even higher.
I'm not really big.
It's always fun to
guild person,
compete
but
individually, but
good to
competing
hear.
together as a guild is another exciting aspect of Legends. So work hard with your fellow guild members and aim for that new Godly tier.
That's not gonna happen.
We're also updating cheers so that you'll be able to see who cheered you.
Even if someone sent you a cheer and gave you
That's
some
nice.
energy, who did it has always been a mystery, so it was hard to return the favor. And now, if you send a cheer, it would be nice to know that your good deed will be acknowledged.
Of course, it's not like players are forced to send cheers, and you shouldn't feel obligated to send a cheer back in return. Keep playing at your own pace and send some cheers if and when you feel like it.
That's true. We hope you'll use them to support other players in your guild.
Alright, moving on.
New
A new
godly.
Godly rank will be added for equipments.
Now
There's
that's
going to
good.
be a higher rank than G+ now? Wait, so you mean slots for current equipment will be able to get even stronger effects, and we'll all have to
I like that.
start
That's good.
re-upgrading them again?
That's
No,
brings a new
actually,
challenge
it's
to
not
it.
that the upper limit is increasing. Rather, the ranks will be just more precise. For
Ah,
example, if you
okay.
have a Z+ piece of equipment where each slot is near the max value, then it will now be considered godly rank. If you just barely manage to get a piece to Z+, then it will still be considered Z+ rank. This new godly rank will be applied to equipment you already own, so be sure to check and see after the update.
Got it.
That's good.
Personally, I'm going to want to get all the equipment for my main party app to godly rank though. There may not be much difference between Z+ and godly, so it's really just for personal satisfaction. But using a party decked out with godly equipment is sure to put some pressure on your opponents. We hope you all aim for the new godly rank.
Now,
well, now knowing that it's not that big of a deal, nobody's gonna be pressured. Legends Limited exclusive abilities are coming.
Earlier this year in a Legends Management Team newsletter, but we're adding new Limited Z abilities exclusive to Legends Limited characters. Note that Limited Z abilities will be different from Z abilities and will be
abilities applied by Legends Limited battle members to allies. Example: boost your allies' base strike and blast attack and base strike and blast defense. Limited Z ability 3 limit break 36 and higher grant allies an attack buff against a specific tag. Attack buffs are planned to be effective against specific tag, but details are still in develop and are subject. Bro, I can't speak. I said suggested. It's subject to change.
Be applied by Legends Limited Rarity
That's
battle
good. That's
members
actually a
to
really good
allies.
thing.
When a Limited
I like
Z
this.
ability is active, allies will get buffs to base strike and blast attack, as well as to base strike and blast defense.
He's just reading the same
Buffs
thing I
from
fucking said. I don't know
multiple
why I
Legends Limited
paused it.
Rarity battle members will stack and will all be applied. Another important difference is that for each Legends Limited Rarity battle member, allies will get an attack buff. They will vary depending on the character, but we plan for these to be attack buffs against individual tags like tag Lineage of Evil. Keep in mind that the bonuses of all Legends Limited Rarity battle members will be applied to allies. These attack buffs will be unlocked with Limited Z Ability 3, and that will require limit breaking your Legends Limited characters to star 6. These Limited Z abilities will only take effect if the character is a battle member, so please keep that in mind. These attack buffs are still being fine-tuned at this time, and that means that the information we presented today is subject to change. But we hope you look forward to it all the same.
Since they only take effect if the character is a battle member and they give attack buffs against specific tags, that means you are going to want a variety of other characters in your party to get attack buffs against multiple tags.
Correct. Combining multiple Legends Limited characters with strong Ultra and Sparking characters should make for a very solid party composition.
That's cool.
These Limited Z abilities will also get stronger as you limit break each character. After the release, you'll definitely want to check out the Limited Z abilities of each of your Legends Limited characters. And that was the last bit of update info that we had for you today.
Okay, that's
we
good.
have
Thank
a
you,
number
Toshi.
of other updates in the works,
Thank you.
the ones we shared today are planned for around mid-November. We hope you're getting excited for them. But now, it's time for some Legends news. We have all the latest info on the episode campaign, sagas from the movies, and we're bringing it straight to you. We've already seen a new Tapion from the Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Dragon that you can get from the ongoing Fierce Fight Hero Tapion
I need to pull Zenkai.
The new title screen and the green Super Gogeta who just got a Zenkai Awakening are both based on the Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie. Based on all that information, you might already have an idea of who the new characters will be. I wonder how many of you predicted this one. Let's get right to it.
Tapion.
Are you all ready?
No, not Tapion, Janemba. It's gonna be Janemba. Please be Janemba. Try. Yes. Yes. No fucking way, guys. Ultra Janemba. Yes. I love Janemba. Janemba and Boo are my favorite. Janemba's been needing to get a lot of love lately. He has not gotten any love since that last character that the Zenkai that got for him. So the fact that he's getting an Ultra right now is just amazing. Or to me, other people might have different opinions. I've been hearing a lot lately that a lot of people didn't want him to be an Ultra, that they wanted another Ultra or an Ultra Gogeta, but Janemba deserves this. I wouldn't have put that. I would have put the stone that he grabs and just yeets the fuck out of. Like that would have been a better one. But new Janemba, I'm so happy. I'm gonna have so much fun if I get this character. I better get
That
this fucking
is right.
character.
Straight from the Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie comes a brand new Super Janemba in ultra rarity.
Wow, it's been a long time since we've had a new Janemba.
The last one was the Red Janemba, released in January 2020, so it's been about 3.5 years. There hasn't
Yeah,
even been a
you
Legends
should.
Limited version, so we hope that caught a few of you off guard.
I'm sure it did. Omega Shenron also got a Sudden Ultra, but that was an event-exclusive character, so this is quite a shock. This
Hey,
was true of last
that's
month's
fucking
Dragon Ball Saga campaign,
that's
but
fucking
it
sick.
really is nice that so many characters
So
we
happy.
haven't
Sorry,
seen for
when
a
I
while
said
are
hey,
returning.
We decided these episode campaigns would be the perfect opportunity to put the spotlight on some characters who haven't been getting much attention, so please look forward to seeing who will be next as well.
I sure am. There were a lot of things that stood out in Janemba's moves.
All the warping of attacks, turning into cubes to evade, and doing other strange things you might remember from the movie. You won't want to miss them. Janemba's abilities also fit the character as well, so let's dive right into explaining them. Super Janemba has a melee-type
The
battle
blue?
style, and
Okay.
the element is blue, something regeneration parties have long been waiting for. The character tags are Transforming Warrior, Regeneration, and Powerful Opponent. Since it targets regeneration and sagas from the movies, the Z ability 3 benefits a wide range of characters, allowing Super Janemba to fit in tons of party formations. Regeneration characters also fall under Super Janemba's Ultra ability. What makes this Super Janemba stand out is the ability to weaken enemies, generous health restoration, and counter functionality. Combine that with the ability to inflict bleed statuses with high damaging special move and ultimate arts, and you have an almighty character that excels at both offense and defense. The crux of that power lies in Super Janemba's counter-type unique gauge. The easiest way to describe this unique gauge might be to call it a strike version of the blast counter that Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta from last year's Legends Festival has.
That's good.
Let's get into some of the details.
Me
While
did
on
too.
the battlefield or when on standby, the unique gauge will gradually charge up. Once it's
Okay.
full, the whole unique gauge will be consumed in order to counter the enemy's strike arts, as well as forward charging or certain other special move and special arts, with some exceptions. That means that if your enemy has you in a combo and they use a strike arts, or with some exceptions,
Okay, so it's basically Gogeta, but instead of blast, it's a strike. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I like that concept.
a forward charging or certain other special move or special arts, then you will be able to put an end to it. After unleashing a counter, you can combo into a special move or ultimate arts, but the first time you unleash one, you'll draw an ultimate arts that you can use for a guaranteed follow-up. Even if your opponent predicts your evasion, if they use a strike arts or a forward charging or certain other special move or special arts, you'll get a chance to turn the tide, and that is incredibly powerful.
It's really
When
good.
this
I like
counter
that concept.
activates, you will also recover 100% of your vanishing gauge and boost
What?
own arts card draw speed, making it easier to
Wow.
counterattack.
Okay.
Even if it's your second counter or beyond and you won't draw an ultimate arts, this ability is still designed to help you turn things around. But this all-in-one unique gauge isn't Super Janemba's only trick. This character also has very easy-to-use offensive abilities. Upon entering the battlefield, Super Janemba recovers ki and draws an arts card at
Okay.
random.
So we might have somebody finally to be able to counter Vegeta Blue. Well, we have had a lot of people be able to counter him, but this one will probably fuck him up.
If you have 3 or fewer cards, and when using Strike or Blast Arts cards, Super Janemba gets a buff that nullifies enemy special cover changes for a number of timer counts. If this is after a counter, it's your chance to keep on the offense. For a number of timer counts after the battle starts, Ultra Super Janemba will have a buff that nullifies the enemy's reduced ki effects. There are many characters that can reduce ki and leverage that to limit combos, but this Super Janemba can lay on the pressure while paying ki reduction no mind. having nullification for both special cover changes and key reduction effects is quite powerful and will help prevent your opponent from disrupting your combos. Using this Super Janemba will be a breeze. Lastly, let's talk about Super Janemba's defensive and cover change abilities. Super Janemba has a special cover change against blast arts that you can follow up with a special move arts. Super Janemba has a balanced defense with a special cover change versus blast attacks and a counter against strike attacks. Next, when an enemy activates an ultimate, Awakening Arts, or a Rising Rush, Super Janemba has the ability to lower allies' substitution counts by 10. So, even if the enemy fires off a Rising Rush or an Ultimate Arts, you can just calmly switch to a character with an Endurance effect or the like.
That's good.
That's
good.
Incredibly
that
strong.
is a really smart concept
I forgot to mention this earlier, but the unique gauge even starts the battle off at 100%. So, the auto counter can be used right from the start. Once it activates,
I don't like that. No, it should be earned. Because if somebody just strikes right away, all you just need to do is stand there. And that's going to get really annoying and everybody's going to hate it. They're going to hate it if they're going against it. They're going to love it if they're using it. So I think that's okay. I can understand it, but that is a bad concept to use for the beginning of the game. Because if you look at Gogeta has to earn it. But I'm not the one that made it. It's not my choice. Toshi, I like the character in general. That's just one thing I don't like.
you'll be in a great position to start a ferocious offense.
Ultra Super Janemba could work in sagas from the movies parties, alongside the characters we mentioned earlier from Dragon Ball The Path to Power, but it could also work well in regeneration parties with Piccolo Jr.
With additions like Ultra Buu, Kid, Legends Limited, Perfect Form Cell, and Orange Piccolo, Regeneration got some significant buffs this year. We hope you'll try Janemba in regeneration parties and not just in sagas from the movies parties.
My team will probably be Piccolo and Piccolo and Perfect Cell. That'll probably be my team. So.
More detail.
Because I don't have Piccolo Jr. and I don't have Majin Buu. I was so upset because I spent so much money trying to get that character and I did not get him once. That pissed me off.
Info about this new character will be posted to the site that we've linked in the video description, so don't forget to check it out after this show is over. That is it for new character info, but check out this next bit of news about events.
What we got?
It's time for a World Challenge raid, and this time the boss
non-stop
Chrono Crystals, but let's stock up.
Okay, there you go. Let me strike back.
Announcing the films Strike Back. We've been releasing these kind of events during the episode campaigns. This is an event where each stage requires a certain character to play.
I haven't noticed. Have I not noticed that?
This event will require these sagas from the movie's characters.
A lot of these are older characters, so I'm sure there are players who...
Oh, that's gonna be... Okay, so we're getting Lord Slug, we're getting Truler, Janemba, and Bojack. Okay.
We'll be able to play all of these stages right from the start.
Of course, this will also be a permanent event, so there's no time limit. You can get Chrono Crystals and slot room.
Go back.
It will be a permanent event, so there's no time.
The start.
Of course, this will also be a permanent event, so there's no time limit.
I'm sorry, Toshi, I had to. The voice cracked on me.
You can get Chrono Crystals and slot removers as rewards, so if your characters don't meet the limit break requirements, you'll be able to play and clear this event whenever they do. Now, time for a new Zenkai Awakening. Red Super Janemba from episode sagas from the movies is getting
I don't think
a
I have him
Awakening.
This Janemba is also one of the required characters for stages in the film Strike Back event we just introduced. Looks like its Zenkai abilities boost red characters.
That is right. It targets characters who are Element Red and episode sagas from the movies.
That means this ability will boost characters like LL Final Form Cooler and Pan from Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I bet you could make some devious parties with an ability like that.
Oh
Even
yeah, yes you
Gohan from
can.
Dragon Ball Super Superhero would get a boost. So, we hope you'll try a bunch of different party
I've been using a lot
compositions.
of superhero
You can
movie.
earn Awakening Z power
There's
from
a
Zenkai Rush battles
saga for
and
movie
missions, so do your best to awaken this
themes.
character. Now,
Oh,
for our
I
last
will.
bit of news. A new unique equipment is being added. This
I
equipment
do have
can
him
be
some
used
start.
by
Okay,
characters
let's
who
check
are
right now.
both Tag Regeneration and Element Blue.
You definitely want this equipment for the new Ultra Super Janemba, right?
Right. There's a huge difference between having and not having unique equipments, so be sure to play the new stage and get the best equipment you can so you can bring your characters to the next level. Now, please check in-game after the update to learn more about the equipment's effects.
With that, we've shared all the news that we had for you
No
today.
secrets.
With the new Ultra Super Janemba and Red Super Janemba's Zenkai Awakening, it feels like this campaign is focused on Janemba.
True, but it's been a while and we wanted to give Janemba some time to shine, so we hope you'll all enjoy this.
I
You'll
will.
also
Thank
be
you,
able
Toki.
to hear the
Thank
song
you. Thank you
We
so
Gotta Power
fucking much.
in
I've been
game,
wanting a new
so give
Janemba
that
unit.
a listen too. There are lots more events that we have planned coming up, so we hope you're excited for more. Don't forget that we plan to release both the Legends Limited exclusive Limited Z abilities and the new Godly rank for equipments that we talked more about today, plus even more in an update scheduled for November. So don't miss that out.
We post info that didn't make it into the program, announcements, and plenty more on our official social media accounts. So if you haven't already,
It's gonna be
please
like
give
a
us
little
follow.
secret. I'm calling it.
Thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you all again in the next reveals and stuff. Goodbye, everyone.
That's it. All right.